Good morning, health warriors. I'm Jack. Today I'd like to talk about a plant medicine, ashwagandha. But before I go into that, let me share a few things with you. As I posted yesterday, there's ancient medicine. And ancient medicine goes back about 4,500 years at least. But a lot of these medicines are still used today. So there's 4 major forms of medicine used globally, over 8 billion people. Those medicines are herbal medicine is number 1, most used, right? These are chronic health issues. Number 2 is traditional Chinese medicine used in the East, mainly China, Thailand, Japan, Korea, so on and so forth. Next is homeopathic, used predominantly in Australia, United States, Europe, Canada, and many other parts of the world. Number 4 is the major form of medicine we use, one of the major forms of medicines we use, or we know of. It's called allopathic medicine. Treats symptoms based on medications and diagnosis and infections, and so on and so forth. That's the 4th most used medicine and least common globally. Most common, acute medicine, Western medicine, is used around the world for acute situations, emergency situations, a broken bone, heart attack, car accident, stroke, major, somebody falls, gets hurt, car accident, I think I mentioned that. So there's 4 forms of medicine. So ashwagandha has been used for 2 millennia and 2,000 years in India. The origins is India. One of the most profound things that it does for the body is it helps the body deal and modulate and balance out anxiety and nervousness. A lot of people are anxious nowadays. It also modulates cortisol, and it's a big, there's some studies showing that it actually helps balance out glucose and insulin levels. It's neuroprotective. Ashwagandha means smells like a horse or strong as a horse, depending on the interpretation. It smells, if you take the herbs and open up the capsule, it smells kind of like a horse in a barn, but some people also believe it makes you strong as a horse. Probably more like horse in a barn. So those are the factors for ashwagandha. And I've used it. Typically want to look for a pretty potent ashwagandha. Basically, usually about 500 to 600 milligrams twice a day. It has a calming effect for me within about 30 minutes after I take it. The only thing you have to worry about with ashwagandha is it's a nightshade. And if you don't do very well with nightshade foods like tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, you may have a reaction to it. Either a skin reaction, you might feel irritated or may not work very well, but that's probably about 5 to 7% of the population that would notice that. So it's one of the most studied plants. Curcumin and turmeric, ashwagandha is one of the top 5 studied plants in North America. If you ever want to look at scientific studies, you can go on PubMed. It's the largest North American database, and take a look at citations or scientific studies on different plants, nutrients, minerals, herbs, procedures, so on and so forth. So that is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha also, like I was mentioning, helps to modulate cortisol levels. So if you're having adrenal fatigue or adrenal problems, you've been diagnosed with that, there's a good chance that ashwagandha can help you modulate and help you deal with the cortisol levels, to bring the cortisol levels down. Typically, cortisol levels spike between 2 and 4 in the afternoon and between 2 and 4 in the morning. That's why a lot of people typically might wake up between 2, 3, or 4, or even 4:30. If they've been dealing with a lot of stress, it's because their cortisol is producing too much stress. So anything you can take to reduce cortisol, so vitamin C, magnesium is really good for that, Celtic sea salt, and ashwagandha, that would be a good protocol for adrenal fatigue or adrenal exhaustion or just dealing with stress. So that's the basis for today, is ashwagandha. And just remember, regards to a teacher in life, a teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, touches a heart, and shapes the future. So have a blessed day, a day of health, a day of peace, a day of calm, a day of purpose, a day of passion, a day just to feel joy. We should all search for joy, make that our focus. So have a beautiful day, and thank you for your time, Jack, and my health warriors, wherever you are. Talk to you soon. Bye now.